Hey, how's it going YouTube? Today I have an awesome video for you. I will be unboxing and giving my first impressions of my new MacBook Pro 14-inch. That is the $2,500 Best Buy version. So just in case you were looking to pick up the model that is from Best Buy, it is going to be this one right here, and it is going to be this on Apple's website. So it's basically the next level up base model. The reason why I went with that personally is because I absolutely had to have at least 1 terabyte of storage to use this MacBook with video editing, music production, pretty much everything that I wanted to do with it. I've had a MacBook with 512 gigs before, and it was kind of a nightmare how often it filled up and whatnot. 1 terabyte I think is the sweet spot where you're not spending too much and you could kind of piggyback off of an external SSD but still have enough space on your machine to do what you need to do. Now, when you are doing the SSD upgrade on apple.com, I believe it's something like a $300 upgrade, so that automatically bumps you up from that $2,000 to $2,300, and then on top of that you don't get the upgraded M1 Pro chip with the extra 2 CPU and GPU cores, and you don't get the 96 watt-hour power adapter. So for that extra $200, the juice may be worth the squeeze to just kind of go for that next level up base model. If you'd like to jump straight to the unboxing, I'll leave the time for that right here. But if you'd like to know why I chose the MacBook Pro 14, then stick around for this part. So a little history for me. I actually started this channel with videos on the 2018 MacBook Pro 15 with a butterfly keyboard, and it was definitely a very great machine, especially for the time in clamshell mode. But to actually use such a humongous device with such an awful keyboard as a laptop, it just really it didn't leave the best taste in my mouth. So then, move forward a little bit, I kind of wanted to get into PC gaming and whatnot, so I decided my next laptop would be a PC gaming laptop. And if you've seen my Blade versus G14 video, which is right here, then you'll kind of know why I ended up going for the Blade. At the time, this bad boy right here was not only my laptop, but it was my desktop as well, because I did not have a desktop PC like my Omen 30L over there. I was just hooking this up to an external display, and then that kind of gave me the itch to want to get more frames and, you know, have a better gaming experience, which ultimately led me to the pre-built PC that you see behind me. Now, although I do love Androids and PCs and whatnot, I actually do come from somewhat of an Apple fanboy history. So my first ever really nice technological computer purchase that I ever got was this. You know, isn't it beautiful? 2013 Retina MacBook Pro 13-inch, back in the Dizzy with a light up Apple logo and all the stickers that you could put on it. What a beaut. This thing actually still works to this day. It's just the batteries have been shot, but if I plug it in, it works perfectly fine. But honestly, for me, this is kind of like a piece of nerdy history. And then you got all the Hype Beast stickers on there, especially that PCL Supreme one. Definitely very cool. But I've always loved MacBooks for what they are, which is why I got the MacBook Pro 14-inch here. Now, the reason why I got that, and I was honestly really debating getting the 2022 G14 with the new AMD series of chips, both the CPU and the GPU. But the thing with that is, so for this YouTube channel, for the past I don't know how many amount of videos that I posted, I've been using the free version of DaVinci Resolve. Okay, so with the free version of DaVinci Resolve, you don't get all of the perks of having your GPU acceleration and this and that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get DaVinci Resolve. I'm going to have a nice paid for software that I can get all the full features for and use it. And I don't want to use Adobe because a subscription kind of thing is just not for me, especially with how expensive it is. Yes, it was either, just DaVinci Resolve really. So I tried to buy DaVinci Resolve and it is just literally impossible unless you buy $1,000 camera or some random like speed editor thing or some sketchy Amazon code thing. So it kind of took me back to when I got my 2018 MacBook Pro, which is currently my wife's laptop, and it's at Apple Repair for the butterfly keyboard, no less. I actually got the student bundle, which is $300 for Logic, Final Cut, this, and that, and I also haven't produced music in quite some time because I haven't had a nice software on my PC and I haven't really want to pay for one. But just knowing that my Logic Pro and my Final Cut Pro are still connected to my Apple ID and I could use those with this. And honestly, every time I game, when I do have the time, I'm doing it here at my desktop. If I'm traveling, I kind of like having, a laptop to be a laptop and for the battery to last more than 2 hours. If you have a Razer Blade, you know what I mean. So all the rave reviews of this thing have made me really want to check it out. So without further ado, let's unbox this thing. So here we have the MacBook Pro 14 box. Very nice, elegant little Apple box here. Got some information on the bottom, and in ordinary Apple fashion, you have a pull tab instead of, needing an unboxing knife or something like that. Alright, let's get right into this. Let's see what's under the hood. That is on there pretty nice. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Got that really nice like apple smell to it. Nice little pull tab. Ooh, this thing has a very, very good weight to it. I'm gonna set that to the side for a second. So inside the box, you also get your MagSafe charger. This is kind of unfortunate with the space gray version that you do not get a space gray colored MagSafe connector. This does, however, match with the silver MacBook Pro. So it would have been really cool to see, black with black and white on white, so to speak, but still, very happy to have MagSafe back. You got your usual documentation, but what is very cool with this are these stickers here. Now, Apple seems to be packaging these special black stickers with what they consider to be their actual Pro model devices. Like, I think the iMac Pro, the XDR, whatever $6,000 display thing. So, very interesting to see these black stickers with this device. Next, you have the USB-C charging block. Okay, I guess there's not a pull tab on this. Oh yeah, right here maybe. So, what's really nice about getting the beefed up 14-inch as opposed to the base model, or I guess the beefed up base model, is that you also get the 96 watt adapter. This is the adapter that's going to give you 50% charge in 30 minutes. So it's very cool to see that for that extra money, not only are you getting that beefed up chip, but you're getting the better charger and also, of course, that 1 terabyte SSD. So in my opinion, I think the $2,500 model is really where you kind of want to start off when you're getting one of these machines. Alright, now we have the main attraction, and let me tell you, this thing does feel very, very I don't want to say heavy, but you can tell this is a very premium machine just by holding it. Alright, let's give this a go. That Space Gray really does look very nice. I was eyeballing the silver version of this, but it was sold out in Best Buy, and with Apple's shortage chip, or the world shortage chip rather, and I also heard there's issues going on with Apple manufacturers in China that some of these laptops won't be getting shipped out till like September, so I really wanted to jump on this while I could. Alright, before we open it up, let's just take a look at this beast. So you have your engraved MacBook Pro insignia, which looks very, very classy. You have your vents on the side right here, so there are no vents underneath the MacBook, kind of like how every other Windows laptop would be. On one side you have MagSafe, 2 Thunderbolt 4s. You have that high impedance headphone jack, which is almost like a built-in DAC of sorts, which is very awesome to see, especially since I'm going to be using this for music production. If you guys want to see some of that, subscribe to the channel. Maybe I'll do a stream, open up some Logic and see if we can get cooking. On this side we have the HDMI port, another Thunderbolt 4 port, and a full-size SD card slot. Very, very nice to see all those ports. And of course you have my sweaty little handprints on the top and that beautiful Apple logo. Now, the moment that we've all been waiting for. Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm going to get this nice and set up, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright you guys, I hope you really enjoyed that unboxing. I'm going to spend a lot more time getting into this machine, downloading Final Cut, Logic, all that good stuff. If you see this video, then you know that I successfully edited on the MacBook Pro 14. If you guys have any questions or want to see anything specifically, please leave it down in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys, and it would really support the channel if you left a like and a sub. Other than that, just, say hi in the comments. Well, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.